Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this card making project. In this project I'm going to be making a gorgeous birthday card using the Rose Designer collection from Griffin. As always, everything that I use I'll put in the description box below, so please click on the words show more and it'll show you everything including the links. I'm going to start off with my base card, and this is a 7x5 inch card. I'll show you how it looks on our cardometer. There it is, just slightly smaller than the A5, bigger than the 6x4. It's a perfect blank base to work on. So as always, I'm going to use my bone folder to be able to create a nice sharp score along the edge, because even though a card has got a fold in it, you just want to make sure that it's got a nice sharp crease so that it'll stand up nicely, and it always makes it look more professional to do the crease. So as always, we're going to start with the inside. Now this is kind of a special card and I shall tell you why at the end, but I thought I'll use lots of my favourite items on this one. So I'm going to start off with a piece of ivory card, just that will sit in the middle of our card base. So it's like a layer for the inside. So I'm just going to peel off my tape and I'm going to position that central to the card like that. And then the next thing I've got is a strip of the Black Roses cardstock from the Rose collection, and I've already got tape on the back of it. And what I'm going to do is peel the tape off, and then I'm just going to position it towards the top of the card, just below the score line, and place it on like that. And I'm just going to trim off the excess at one end, so we'll do that, and there we go. So that sits nicely there. The next thing I've got is, again, from the Rose collection. There's some embellishment bags, and I've taken the scroll, black scroll ironwork, I don't know what you'd call it, like a flourish, and I'm going to position that on the top of our card quite central. So I just need to add a little bit of glue to it, and because this one isn't a sticker, so we'll just add that to the centre like that. There we go. And then the next thing, again from the Rose collection, is there's a flag in the little embellishment bag, so I'm just going to pop that on top of the scroll, and then I've inked a message from the chalkboard stamps, and it says "with loving wishes." So I've got double-sided tape on the back of that, so we'll just pop that over the top of the flag, and that is our insert finished. So the card will still fold, it's still a flat inside, but it's very pretty. So what I'll do is I'll start on the outside, but I'm just going to score it again to make sure it's nice and crisp after doing the inside. So the first layer that I'm going to put on is the base layer, and it's from the Rose collection. It's the Black Rose paper, and this is one of my favourite papers. In fact, this has got to be one of my favourite collections. So I've used it in lots of my videos, and I never get tired of using it or seeing it. So you'll probably see it in a few more as well. So that's our base layer for the card. Next, I've cut out an oval using, now I've got to admit it's one of the press cut dies, and I'll put the details at the bottom. It's the rose paper, and I've just tinted it around the edge with a pink ink pad, and I've got the double-sided tape on the back. So I'm going to peel this away and then position this over the top of our base card. Now you'll see these are just flat layers at the moment, so that's the second step. Next, using one of the ornate frame dies, I've cut this in Anna's metallic layers in the green, and I'm going to position that through the centre of the oval, like that. So those are our flat layers for the base of the card. Next, what I've done is I've created 2 rosettes, and again using the black rose paper, and I'm going to just position these at either side of the base of the card. So that's the second one, like that. Now I know it looks a little bit odd at the moment, but next I've got a sentiment that I'm going to pop in the centre, just on the same line as the rosettes nearly, so it's following on through the centre of the actual ornate frame. Next I've got a little rosette, a tiny one, that I'm just going to pop on the top of the card through the centre of the ornate frame. Next, I've been dipping into the bag of embellishments that come with the rose kit, and I've taken out 2 of the flower lengths. Now these can be used either way around, so don't be scared and thinking that I've used them upside down, but you can use them either way around. So I've got double-sided tape at one end, because the rosettes are higher at one end than the base bit. So the flat tape is going to go over the, now then, which way around was it? It was that way. So the flat tape is going to touch the rosette like that, and then the 3D foam sits at the opposite end, so it weighs it out and makes it look as though it's sitting flat. And we do the same with the other side, like that. Now you know me and symmetrical, you know, I like things the same at either side. So those are our flowers. Next, I've dipped into the embellishment bag again, and there's an embellishment that says "so much fun." So I've just got a little bit of tape on the back of that, and I'm going to position that over the top of the rosette at the top, the slightly smaller one. Being honest, I've used the Tim Holtz die for these rosettes because I wanted the different sizes. Now the last thing that I've got is a black bow, and it's satin ribbon, 15mm. It's the same size that I normally use in the bigger ribbon. It's a double-sided satin finish, and I'm just going to pop it at the top of our sentiment like that to finish our card. And that is our card finished. That's the inside and the outside. And I decided to pick a few of my favourite things because it was my birthday yesterday, and this would have been a perfect card for me, for my mantelpiece. So I've been very selfish in making this, but I think it's a very pretty card, and it is one of my true favourite designer collections because I just think the papers are so beautiful. So I've indulged myself today, so I hope you'll forgive me. But I'd like to thank you so much for watching. I hope you like my card. Please give me the thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. I love hearing from you, so give me a few days to reply to, because I know this coming week I'm going to be a little bit busy. So if I don't get back to you straight away, don't panic. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.